Hello and welcome to a series of videos about Formable Nations in Hearts of Iron 4. Today we're going to be doing the Baltic Union as Latvia. So as we go on to Iron Man 1936 Historical AI, let's just go straight into it. So why Latvia? Well, to unify the Baltics we're going to need to take Estonia and Lithuania, and Latvia is situated in between the two, so it's in a good strategic position. Secondly, it has the most units out of the three of them, Estonia only having 3 units, Lithuania only having 3, and Latvia having 4. Lastly, it's the only nation out of the 3 to actually have a navy, which is going to be our key advantage in forming the Baltics as quickly as possible. We're also going to be using a coup, so as you can see, all of these units have basically no equipment. Their only goal is they're trained. So honestly, we don't need them. Remove them. Useless to us. All we need is our lovely navy. So we're going to become fascist as quickly as possible and take out the 2. For our national focus, we're going with political effort, building factories, military ones. For our research, we're going to go with the simple research time increase, or decrease respectively, the production efficiency cap, and better attack on our weapons. At dockyard we're going to stick to convoys, so that we can have more people to invade. With that all started, let's get straight into it. So part of our plan is to only have 1 unit when the war begins. So we're going to train just 1 unit, and we're not going to tell it where to spawn. This is our key plan in winning the Civil War. With the political effort done, we can go straight into picking our fascist demagogue. At this point, we don't really need to worry too much about this right now. I'd be more so concerned with our ability to produce guns, so I'm going to go with industrial effort. With electronic mechanical engineering done, let's go straight into our naval research tree and get the transport technology. It's important not to forget this one, otherwise you won't be able to navally invade, which is part of our plan to come. We now have 100 political power, so we can prepare for civil war, and then wait to get our stability down. Industrial effort. Let's go straight into armament effort for the factories. Support weapon 1 and basic machine tools. We can use this to start beefing up our industry. We're going to go with concentrated industry because our nation is so small, and then construction 1 because we need to build faster. With 50 political power and less than 50 stability, we can now declare a civil war. So as you can see, we pertain all of our ships and the capitals are right there. Now using this unit from earlier, which we didn't set a location, we can immediately place him on the capital next to the province we're going to take, instantly deploy him, wait 1 hour, okay that was a bit more than 1 hour, and just move him into the capital. If that's not enough, just tell him to quickly sweep up everything else. Off he goes. And just like that, Civil War 1. We can now prepare for fighting our enemies once we get the political power. Let's start rebuilding that army from earlier. As a quick bit of a tutorial, if you have empty ships and you don't have them assigned to anything, you can just move them to provinces and act as spies. So with submarines, they can stand here, and now we know there are troops in Helsinki. As you can send them practically anywhere you need them to be. You can send them all the way to England if you require, as long as it's in with the naval range and we can find out about what they're up to. They've got a horse in Hull. Okay, with armament effort done, let's go to armament effort 2. Before long we'll have to go down here to get militarism for more recruitable population, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We also have 50 political power, which means we can now justify on Estonia. If you're concerned about the rate of gun deployment, we can get the resources in by trading with the Soviet Union. Concentrated Industry 1. That can help us as we move to Concentrated Industry 2. Transport ships as well. Is a good time to start our land doctrine. Under the situation, we're quite a small country with no manpower, so let's stay strong. Superior firepower. Armament effort 2. Let's start heading towards the recruitable population, because we're going to need it in militarism. First off, collectivist ethos. As you can see, some of our troops have started appearing. Let's bring them together and stick them in an army on the front lines. We'll pick our commander, Burkis, and he will head straight for their capital. The Estonians have started building up their troops as well. Before it was an even match of 3v3. Now they've added another one. We'll have to speed up our production. Construction 1 into Construction 2. Collectivist ethos done, and the ability to join the Anti-Comintern Pact. I think we're going to join, because, communism. Let's get heading towards militarism. Only one focus to get past, then we're heading there. Oh, and another lad. Perfect. We now have 150 political power, so we can modify our government and go from limited conscription to extensive. We're going to need all the men we can to fight this war. Superior firepower done. Because we don't have any artillery readily available, we don't need to rush that, and we can head towards our reinforce rate, plus 5%, which could be more useful in the meantime. We should have enough convoys now, so let's switch over to submarines. Nationalism done. The final focus we need, militarism. Let's get it. Okay, so our final lad has just spawned for the front line. Our remaining lad we're going to deploy instantly because we don't need him to be ready in terms of equipment. He's going to have a different plan. With our new commander, Karl, he's going to be naval invading the capital. We're going to be using our submarines to ensure he gets there with an escort. While we attack on the front line, we'll have a lad go around the back. This should capitulate them. Concentrated Industry 2. We can use this opportunity to get a better efficiency cap and get more guns. Oh goodness me, and the justification is done. So a lot of what we're going to be doing must happen instantly. So, we shall declare instantly. We shall individually assign the attack orders, this guy to this guy, this guy to this guy, this guy to this guy, and this guy to this guy. The guy with less equipment can head straight through the middle to Tartu, and our naval invasion can be launched. As we've done this, we can now justify in Lithuania and get it a slightly reduced time. However, they do have an advisor, which has made it rise, unfortunately. 310 days. We'll get there. So the war's going well as our naval invasion goes around the back. He's heading straight through. We've taken that city and we've taken their capital. Let's take their airfield. Oh goodness me, it's not quite enough. If this isn't the case, just walk around their city a bit. They'll capitulate eventually. And after having a bit of a wander, we've done it. And we get free iron for doing it as well. Wonderful. We don't need your volunteers. Shoo. Okay, so for our next plan, we're going to be doing practically the same thing again. Main army here. Naval invasion to Memel. Let's train a few more lads. And militarism is done. We can head into military youth for an additional 2% recruitable population and the extra fascism, which might get our stability above 50. Radio done. Little late, but it'll help in the next war. And construction effort 2. 2 for the price of 1. What do we need? We'll work on our land doctrine. And we can look into getting artillery. With the military youth done, we have the new recruitable population. We can get an additional military factory to ensure we're well stocked. Free civilian factory. At this point, it's up to you what you pick. In my opinion, I'm just going to keep it with the military factories. Oh, we've got another submarine. How nice. We can use this submarine to spy on what their ports are like. As empty as the night. Perfection. Improved machine tools. It seems like we're coming to the end, so let's just get our weapons ready. Oh, and more lads for the front. With this final soldier, we're going to stick him on the other Naval Invasion. 2 people heading around the back, just to be sure. 150 political power. We have a choice. We could get some straight up army attack, which is certainly an option, but I think I'm going to go straight to war economy, because it's just so powerful. Armament effort free. It's at this point we might want to look at things like our planes, because our guns seem to be pretty solid, so next time we have a research opportunity we can head into planes. In the meantime, let's head down construction effort. With over 100 political power, I'm going to improve worker conditions, because my biggest fear right now is the stability causing us nightmares. And that's it, we're good to go. Again, I'm going to declare war, and we're going to micromanage most of this. So with 2 fighting here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, this guy on distraction, this guy heading around the back, attacking to the capital city. In fact now, let's go around, make sure we hit this city, then to their capital, and then launch the naval invasion, just in case we have an issue, or perhaps are stopped in this area. Seems we weren't stopped at all. We can have these lads come down here, and this guy fortify up here. Let's use our military factories on artillery, and our research on the guns. But we should be fine. This is not the time for an Anschluss. And there it is. All 3 provinces taken. Job done. And with that, unify the Baltics. Complete. So that's one formable nation done. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that was quick, short. We did it by the start of 1938, so the world is still, very young. The Germans are still sending you stuff. There's plenty of focuses to take. And your manpower is about to just go through the roof. I mean, let's just quickly have a look at this with all the new factories we've got as well. Let's just play it out for a second. Unification of the Baltics. You can read this if you want, but all you need to know is it is necessary for our survival. And look at this. 160,000, so let's do the final tally. 22 factories, 160,000 manpower, an army of 9 men and a lot of submarines, and a good position to join the Axis. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy and would like to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe, and if you liked it, click the like button. So until I do another, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.